Sometimes we need to disable a relationship, in code of course. Inside this test here, we want to test the getLikes method of a podcast. Let's run this and it works. And we're making use here of the make method of a factory, which just gives us an instance of the podcast but does not store it inside the database. Let me show you. Let's check now the podcast table and how many we have in there. And we should get back 0, and we do. This works. Perfect. But this podcast also has a user attached. What about this one? Let's try to grab it. We get one, okay, but where's this stored now? Is this now inside the database? Let's take a look at the users table, again with the count method. And yeah, here is it. We have one in there, which is probably not what we would expect from this make method here. But this is because inside our factory, we have a user ID, which is mandatory, and we're using the user factory because in many tests, we need the user attached to a podcast, but just not in this one. What can we do about this? We can make use of a new method called without parents. Let's try this out now. And now let's see what this does. Let's take a look again when we try to get a user. What do we get back now? We get back null because all of our relationships are now disabled, which also means when we take a look now at the users table with the count method again, this is empty now, which is exactly what we would expect now for this test here, because this is more like a unit test. So yeah, check out this new without parents method.